Have you ever started your day by just sitting at the edge of the bed, needing a moment before mustering the strength to stand up? Maybe your legs don't feel quite as steady as they used to, or lifting your arms feels slightly more taxing than it did just a few weeks ago. You move more slowly, not from pain, but because your energy and power just don't feel the same. This experience is far more common than you might think. After turning 60, many people gradually lose muscle strength. The condition, known as sarcopenia, isn't merely a natural part of aging. It's also influenced by daily habits and lifestyle. One critical aspect most people overlook: recovery doesn't happen only when we're awake. In fact, the body performs much of its repair and rebuilding while we sleep. But this nightly regeneration process requires the proper fuel, specific nutrients your body can draw from as you rest. And where do those nutrients come from? The food you eat before bed. Not all bedtime snacks are created equal. Some foods, when consumed in the evening, can gently nourish your body, supplying the essential components it needs to restore muscle health overnight. In this video, we'll explore 4 effective natural bedtime foods that support muscle repair and help counteract the effects of age-related muscle decline. And the final item on the list? Just a single spoonful before sleep could offer more support to your muscles than you'd expect. So stick around until the end. If you're looking for ways to maintain strength even while resting, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to HealthBee, and let us know in the comments. Have you ever noticed a positive difference after eating something before bed? We'd love to hear your story. Let's talk about a fruit that often gets overlooked. Small, green, with a fuzzy exterior and a bright, tart sweet center. It's not just a colorful topping for yogurt or a cheerful addition to a fruit platter. The kiwi actually holds a secret power, especially when eaten in the evening. You may be surprised at what it can do for your body during the night. Let me share a story. A man named Harold, age 72, who used to teach high school history and now lives alone after losing his wife, once confided in me over a casual chat. Lately, he said, I find myself waking up multiple times a night. And in the morning, my body feels locked, not sore, just rigid, like I've been tensed up for hours. Harold didn't think much of it. He chalked it up to the normal aging process. His limbs didn't move the way they used to, and he felt a constant undercurrent of fatigue. I suggested one simple adjustment: eat 2 kiwis each night, around an hour before sleep. No supplements, no new routines, just that. After 2 weeks, the change was hard to ignore. Harold told me he was falling asleep faster than he had in years. He woke up feeling recharged, with better range of motion and a lighter sense of being. I don't feel like an old wooden floorboard anymore, he joked. My legs finally feel like they're mine again. So, what's behind the kiwi's surprising effectiveness? One major reason is that kiwi naturally contains melatonin, a hormone essential for regulating your sleep cycle. While it's common to take melatonin in pill form, getting it from food is more natural and gentler on the body. In fact, studies show that consuming kiwi before bedtime can improve both the quality and length of sleep, especially in seniors. But sleep is only part of the story. The deepest stages of sleep are when your body carries out essential maintenance, repairing muscle fibers, balancing hormone levels, and rebuilding strength. You can only access this phase of healing if your sleep is uninterrupted and restful. Kiwi plays a role in unlocking that process. It's also packed with antioxidants, including vitamin C and E, which help neutralize inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which contribute to morning stiffness, soreness, and reduced mobility as we get older. By lowering this internal damage, kiwi helps your muscles focus more on true recovery. Another big benefit? Potassium. This mineral is vital for healthy muscle contractions and can help prevent those sharp, sudden leg cramps that often strike in the middle of the night. If you've ever been jolted awake by one, you know how painful and disruptive they can be. Despite its sweet taste, kiwi is very blood sugar friendly. Thanks to its low glycemic index, it won't cause spikes in glucose, making it an ideal option for individuals managing diabetes or insulin sensitivity. Plus, it's low in sodium, which is great news for anyone watching their blood pressure. So how should you enjoy this fruit? It's simple. Peel and eat 2 ripe kiwis about an hour before going to bed. Take your time. Maybe pair it with some calming music or a chapter from your favorite book. This quiet ritual does more than nourish. It signals your body that the day is ending and it's time to recover. As always, be mindful of how your body reacts. Some people, especially those sensitive to acidic fruits or with digestive issues, may experience mild discomfort, but for most, kiwi is soothing, light on the stomach, and very well tolerated. In short, kiwi isn't just a snack. It's a natural, delicious ally for better sleep and muscle recovery. All it takes is a couple bites each night to start feeling the difference. If you're still watching, drop a comment and let us know where you're tuning in from. We'd love to see where our Health Bee community is joining us from around the world. Now let's shift our focus to something you've likely had countless times, whether alongside a morning slice of toast or folded into a treasured family dish. Yes, we're talking about eggs, but instead of thinking of them only as breakfast food, let's explore what they can offer your body at night. It may sound odd at first, an egg before bed, but for those in their 60s and beyond, a nighttime egg can quietly support muscle strength, stability, and overnight recovery in surprising ways. Here's why. Eggs are one of the few natural sources of complete protein, meaning they provide all 9 essential amino acids your muscles need to rebuild and grow. Even more important, they're especially rich in leucine, a key amino acid that kicks off the muscle repair process. Think of leucine as the green light telling your body it's time to strengthen and restore. Now, here's the catch for older adults. As we age, our muscles don't respond to small amounts of protein the same way they used to. A young adult might build muscle easily from a small portion of meat. But if you're over 60, you'll likely need more high-quality, leucine-rich protein to trigger that same response, and eggs deliver just that. A single large egg contains around 6 grams of protein and 500 to 600 milligrams of leucine, making it a compact but powerful dose of what your muscles crave during the night. If you had a light dinner or little protein during the day, a soft cooked egg before bed might be exactly what your body needs to stay resilient. But that's not all eggs bring to the table. They're also a source of vitamin D, which becomes increasingly important as we get older, especially for those who spend little time outdoors. While most people associate vitamin D with bone health, it's also vital for muscle function and balance. Another hidden gem in eggs is choline, a nutrient that supports brain function and communication between your muscles and nerves, which translates to better coordination and responsiveness in daily life. Now, a question that comes up often is, what about cholesterol? It's understandable. Eggs have long been surrounded by controversy. But modern research shows that for most people, eating up to 1 egg per day does not increase the risk of heart disease. In fact, eggs can even improve your lipid profile by boosting your good HDL cholesterol. Unless your healthcare provider has advised against them, eggs can safely be part of a balanced, heart-conscious diet. Of course, how you prepare your egg makes a difference. To keep the benefits and avoid irritation, aim for gentle methods. Think poached, soft-boiled, or scrambled lightly in olive oil. Try to steer clear of frying in butter or over-seasoning with salt, which can affect digestion and blood pressure. A softly cooked egg is also ideal for those who may have chewing difficulties. No force or jaw strain needed. Let me tell you about someone I met during a community wellness program. Marjorie, a 68-year-old retired florist known for her warmth and habit of bringing citrus fruits to every session. She once shared, "Most mornings I stand up, and my legs feel like they belong to a puppet, wobbly, unsure." She had stopped eating anything after dinner, believing a completely empty stomach would help her sleep better. We added just 1 softly poached egg to her nightly routine. Nothing heavy, just a warm, gentle snack about an hour before bed. 2 weeks later, she pulled me aside and said, "I didn't expect much, but I don't feel like I'm going to tip over anymore. I actually feel steady." That's the power of targeted nighttime nutrition. It's not about eating a big meal late, far from it. It's about offering your muscles just enough fuel to support their natural repair cycle while you rest. Your body knows how to rebuild. You simply have to give it what it needs. And sometimes, that starts with something as simple as an egg. Let's now turn to a surprising little powerhouse. Something small enough to slip behind a cupboard jar and be forgotten, yet strong enough to support your muscles and sleep when you need it most. You've probably seen them on top of salads or mixed into trail mix. I'm talking about pumpkin seeds. These tiny green seeds, sometimes called pepitas, may look modest, but they pack a powerful punch when it comes to nighttime restoration and muscle support. Let me share the story of Martin, a 72-year-old retired landscaper whose hands still show the calluses of years spent shaping gardens. When I met him, he told me, "Each morning, it feels like my legs are already tired. I stretch, I move, but there's this tightness that won't go away." After a bit of digging into his evening routine, we discovered what was missing: magnesium. Magnesium is a mineral many people overlook, but it's essential for helping muscles release tension. Without enough of it, the body can remain in a partially contracted state, even while you sleep, leading to stiffness upon waking. What's one of the most magnesium-rich snacks you can find in nature? Pumpkin seeds. Just 1 ounce, roughly a small handful, delivers about 37% of your daily magnesium needs. And when taken in the evening, it provides your muscles the nutrients they need to truly relax and recover. But the benefits don't stop there. Pumpkin seeds also contain tryptophan, an amino acid that the body converts into serotonin and then into melatonin, the hormone that signals sleep. While tryptophan alone isn't a sedative, when combined with magnesium, the effect on sleep quality is notable. More deep sleep, more cellular repair, and better muscle regeneration throughout the night. And there's more. 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds provides about 7 grams of plant-based protein, along with healthy fats that slow digestion. This means your body receives a steady flow of amino acids throughout the night, not a sugar rush and crash, giving your muscles what they need to rebuild. So, how can you add them to your routine? It's easy. Just 1 to 2 tablespoons in the evening is plenty. You can snack on them raw, toast them lightly in a pan for a warm, nutty flavor, or sprinkle them over a spoonful of plain Greek yogurt for added protein. Just remember, go unsalted. High sodium at night can elevate blood pressure, which is something to avoid, especially for those managing hypertension. There's one more bonus. Pumpkin seeds are rich in zinc, a mineral crucial for immune function, cellular repair, and hormonal health. For men over 60, maintaining healthy testosterone levels is directly linked to preserving muscle mass, and zinc helps support that balance naturally. All of this from a single seed. Nature really doesn't waste space. Just a quick note of caution. Like most nuts and seeds, pumpkin seeds are calorie-dense. That doesn't make them unhealthy. Just be mindful of portion size. Treat them not as a snack to munch mindlessly, but as a targeted nightly boost for your muscles and your rest. And now we arrive at the final item on our list, a quiet, unassuming food that doesn't stand out with bold flavors or bright colors. It's not crunchy like nuts or refreshing like fruit. But when it comes to supporting your muscles during the hours you sleep, this one might be the most powerful of all: cottage cheese. Now, don't dismiss it just yet. You might associate it with old-fashioned diets or think of it as something your grandparents ate, but beneath its modest, lumpy appearance lies a true nighttime ally, especially for those over 60 looking to preserve muscle and improve strength. Here's why it matters. Cottage cheese is rich in casein protein, a unique type of protein that digests very slowly. Unlike the protein in fish or poultry that gets absorbed quickly, casein takes its time. After you eat it, your body gradually absorbs the amino acids, spreading their release across several hours, making sure your muscles are consistently nourished during the night. Why is that important? Because during sleep, your body goes into full repair mode, but if your bloodstream doesn't have enough amino acids, the fundamental components of muscle, your body may begin breaking down existing muscle tissue to meet its needs. That's the last thing you want, especially if you're already noticing signs of age-related muscle loss. Just a few spoonfuls of cottage cheese before bed can change that. It works in silence. No sugar spikes, no heavy digestion, just a slow, steady stream of fuel your muscles can use all night long. Let me share a story. Dorothy, a 76-year-old retired librarian I've known for years, began noticing her legs weakening. Stairs became more tiring, and even standing up from her armchair took extra effort. She was told this was just part of getting older, but she refused to accept that answer without trying something first. We made one small change. She began eating a modest portion, about half a cup, of low-fat cottage cheese about 30 minutes before going to bed. After 3 weeks, she came back with a smile, I don't know how else to explain it, but I feel steadier, like my body has finally caught up with me again. And that's the beauty of it. You're not overwhelming your system. You're simply giving your muscles the resources they've been quietly waiting for. Cottage cheese also contains leucine, the same amino acid we mentioned earlier when talking about eggs. It's the trigger for muscle protein synthesis. But while eggs offer a quick burst, cottage cheese gives you a long-lasting supply. Think of it as the steady hand guiding your recovery overnight. If you're managing blood sugar levels, there's more good news. Plain low-fat cottage cheese is naturally low in carbohydrates, meaning it won't cause blood sugar spikes or crashes. In fact, its protein content may even help stabilize glucose levels throughout the night, a major bonus for those with diabetes or prediabetes. Concerned about sodium? Many brands now offer low-sodium versions that are just as nutritious. Watching your heart health? Opt for 1% or low-fat options to minimize saturated fat intake while still reaping the protein benefits. Now, if you're wondering how to make it more enjoyable, some people love it plain. Others stir in a few thin slices of banana or sprinkle in a little cinnamon. Even a few bits of leftover kiwi from earlier in the day can pair nicely. The goal isn't to make it fancy, it's to make it gentle, light, and nourishing. And perhaps the best part? No cooking required. No pans, no blenders, no prep. Just open the container, grab a spoon, and you're ready. In under 60 seconds, you've given your muscles something incredibly valuable. Here's the truth. You don't need intense workouts, pricey powders, or a complete dietary overhaul to feel strong again after 60. What you need is consistency with the small things that matter most. And a simple scoop of cottage cheese at night? That might just be your muscles' way of saying, "Thank you for not giving up on me." As we bring this peaceful nighttime journey to a close, take a quiet moment to pause and breathe. You don't need to overhaul your lifestyle or chase strict rules. No calorie charts, no pressure for perfection. What your body really needs, especially after 60, is something far simpler. Steady, kind choices made with intention. And maybe tonight, one of those choices looks like peeling a kiwi, boiling an egg, enjoying a creamy spoonful of cottage cheese, or slowly letting a few pumpkin seeds melt in your mouth before bed. These aren't just snacks, they're nightly gestures of self-respect. They restore your muscles, they soothe your nerves, they invite better sleep and stronger mornings. With each small ritual, you're sending a message to your body. I still care, I'm still here, and I'm still rebuilding. Because here's something we need to say out loud. Losing muscle doesn't have to be your future. You can slow it, you can reverse it. And the journey starts by giving your body the nourishment it quietly asks for. Not through extremes, but through consistent, loving attention. So tonight, instead of lying down with the feeling that strength is slipping through your fingers, you can rest knowing that healing is already underway, silently, patiently, while you sleep. If something in this video gave you comfort, or sparked an idea you'd like to try, I'd really love to hear from you. Which of these gentle nighttime foods are you thinking about trying first? Leave a comment below. I read each one, and your story might just encourage someone else in our HealthBee community. And if you're new here, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to HealthBee, a place where aging is embraced with clarity, strength, and connection. Until we meet again, rest deeply, eat wisely, and wake up feeling just a bit stronger than yesterday. You absolutely deserve that.